is beautiful and calm out on that water. It is anything but inside the stadium in the home of the Seahawks. Russell Wilson is back. An emotion-filled night coming your way from Seattle on a Monday night.
Voyage logged 9/12/22. Monday night.
We all seek to map our own journey into a future no one can predict. For a decade, this was his home.
Sports is about windows. Windows open and windows closed.
They know him. He knows them. We make choices.
Journey engaged.
I'm just grateful for Seattle and 12. But to the Broncos fans, this is just the beginning. I got a lot more greatness ahead of me.
Playback Broncos memories.
Greatness doesn't fear new beginnings. Tonight, there is more than just one with something to prove.
Destination in sight.
Teams change. The goal never does.
I'm glad that's on Monday Night Football.
Nothing
Prepare for landing.
remains the same forever.
Monday Night Football. Ready to play.
Russell Wilson in his new colors in the center of that huddle, getting ready for this night back in Seattle. He'll be opposed by his former backup for 3 years here with the Seahawks, Geno Smith, getting his first opening day start in 8 years. Welcome to the progressive Monday night kickoff, and welcome to, as I said earlier, a beautiful night in Seattle. This is the end of week 1 around the National Football League, to start of a new era here at Monday Night Football, and I, for one, wouldn't want to be standing in any other booth or next to any other person than the 3-time Super Bowl champion and the Hall of Famer, Troy Aikman.
That's 21 years and counting. It's a great night for us, of course, but it's a great night here in Seattle for football as well.
Yes, let's get to way more important stuff, and that is Russell Wilson coming back. We've come here many times watching him star for the Seahawks. Took him to back-to-back Super Bowls, won their only Lombardi trophy back in 2013. And the Denver Broncos went out and got him, and now he is their franchise quarterback.
Yeah, he sure is, and they needed to go get that guy, because you think about it, this team hasn't made the playoffs since Peyton Manning walked out of the building holding the Lombardi trophy. They've tried a lot of different quarterbacks. It hasn't worked. George Payton comes in last year as the GM. He thought he might have landed a franchise quarterback. It didn't happen. This year they gave up a lot, but they've got Russell Wilson, and immediately the expectations for this organization change. Not only do they think they can compete within the tough AFC West, but they also feel they can go deep into the playoffs. We get our first look at it tonight.
All right, so on the other side, you've got Pete Carroll, who's about to turn 71, and in some ways you could say this could be the final act for Pete Carroll as a head coach in the National Football League, and that final act will come without Russell Wilson, and tonight it's Geno Smith. There's a hole at quarterback, and Geno Smith is the first guy that tries to fill it.
Well, they're going to miss Russell Wilson. I mean, you don't replace a guy of that caliber, at least not right away. But I do think this is an opportunity for Pete Carroll to hit the reset button. We know what his philosophy is. It's run the football, play great defense. Can you do that in today's NFL? You could 10 years ago. I don't know, but you've got to be pretty dominant defensively. I don't know if Seattle has that, but Geno Smith is going to be the man. He won the competition in training camp and preseason, and we'll see what he's capable of doing. I do believe that he's going to have to make some big plays for this team to achieve what they hope to.
All right, Russell Wilson has already run out onto the field. He was greeted with a mixed reaction at best, and here he comes again. Tells you what kind of night it may be for number 3. Now at Denver Broncos. Back to Seattle after this. kickoff on this night. Now the Seahawks are being introduced, and this place is coming alive as it always does in Seattle. It is an honor to throw it down to the third member of this team. Hello, Lisa Salters.
Hello, Joe. Well, ever since this Week 1 matchup was announced back in May, we've been waiting to see how Russell Wilson's return would go. Would it be emotional? Would he be embraced or booed? Well, that last question just got answered a few minutes ago when Wilson ran out onto the field here in Seattle as the quarterback for the visiting team. While there will be opportunities to get emotional throughout this night, he was going to try to just stay focused on the game. But he did appear to take time to soak in the moment when he came out onto the field pregame for warm-ups. He went to the middle of the field, closed his eyes, held his arms out, and slowly spun himself around. He shared hugs with former coaches and teammates, including a special moment with Geno Smith. Smith told me he and Russell are still good friends, and when I asked him what they said to each other, he said, "You already know." Though both were on the field at the same time at certain points during pregame, there appeared to be no exchange between Wilson and Pete Carroll. Carroll has said it's not going to be shocking or uncomfortable for him to see Wilson on the opposite sideline, but he did say, "There's no one I like beating better than the people I know the best." And Russell Wilson has said regardless of how he's received here, for him, tonight marks the beginning of Russell 2.0, and he believes he's built for this moment. Joe?
Lisa, thank you. Okay, thankfully, the kickoff is coming next. You've been watching the Progressive Monday Night Kickoff. Broncos, Seahawks. Coming up.
Should be at least like 13 per month. We'll see if we can actually beat them.
Got him.
ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
All this guy has done is win.
One of the biggest NFL trades, Russell Wilson to the Denver Broncos. You gotta give it free, man.
Melo made it right.
What a catch by Cortland Sutton. He's gone. Oh, my God.
In his first game as a Denver Bronco, Russell Wilson returns to Seattle to take on his former team, the Seahawks. Tonight on Monday Night Football.
Energy! Energy! From start to finish!
We go in Seattle, and I feel like I'm just getting booing updates here at the start. They booed Russell Wilson walking out for the coin toss.
This crowd's electric. I'll tell you, the hair's standing up on the back of my neck. This was fantastic.
Denver won the toss. They defer, so we will see number 3 for the Broncos a little bit later. We'll see Geno Smith right out of the gate with Brandon McManus set to kick it away, and DJ Dallas waiting for it for the Seahawks. From the goal line, Dallas to the 30-yard line. Caden Stearns made the stop, and here is Geno Smith. And when you get a chance to talk to number 7 for the Seattle Seahawks, you come away really rooting for the guy, don't you?
Well, you really do, yeah. And you know, there's been so much attention, of course, to Russell Wilson and his return and the emotions that he might be feeling. How about the emotions that Geno Smith is feeling right now? 8 years since he took over as the starting quarterback to start opening day. I can only imagine what he's feeling right now.